everyone, it's Angela from Protofire Life, and in this video we're going to talk about how I'm going to decorate my side door. This is the door we use most of the time, so I'm just showing you the before, the blank slate, and please excuse my door. I have scrubbed and scrubbed that. But my bulldozer of a pug, boy pug, Teddy, just jumps on it, and he's just, we should have named him Dozer. But anyway, so I'm going to kind of just decorate this area. That's what this video is about. But I wanted to first show you what I've done up here. Oops, sorry. This is, again, I've had several people ask me, this is how I hang my garlands. My husband drills into the mortar, which I know a lot of you out there, and especially your husbands, cringe at, but I'm sorry. That's the way I do it. My husband doesn't have a problem with it, thankfully. And anyway, that's the way I do it. I drill it in, drill a hole in there, and screw in the little ceiling hooks, because I tend to put some heavy stuff on my garland sometimes. And I mean, you can try the 3M hooks. I just don't have the faith in them that they're going to hold heavy stuff, especially against brick. I think that's the main thing with the brick. So my husband has put 3 of those clamps at the top. Since it's a side door that we use a lot, I'm just going to do like a little topper, okay? And this is the first time I've done a topper on the side door, so I'm excited about it. And so that's what I do. If you want to try to use the 3M hooks, I think some people have had some success with it, but I just prefer to do this. And luckily I have a husband who's not anal about it. So, and then on the door I use a 3M hook, okay, for wreaths or door hangers or whatnot. So that's where we need to start. I have a cute little bench I've had for years. I finally decided to put it outside. You know, we haven't been using it, and I think it'll be cute out here. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is make my swag. I got this, I've had this for a year. 9.5 foot work garland. I got this at Hobby Lobby, and I had 2 of them. So I took one and I just kind of cut it down to the size I needed for the door. It's probably about a yard, maybe a little over a yard. And I think I saw this on Craig Bachman one time. I taped down like the ends and in the middle so that I can, it'll stay in one place so that I can easily decorate it. That's all that I'm doing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this black and white, or black and yellow, black and orange striped deco mesh that I got in Oklahoma City. It's pretty, I don't know. We'll see if I like it. If I don't, I may switch. And that's the first thing, is just do the normal poof method, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, now that I've got the basic poofs done, I'm gonna take some smaller orange deco mesh that I also got at the market in OKC, and just get it fuller. You know, I'm not using the Christmas garland, and this is thin, I would say. So I just need to add some more fullness to it, and I'm going to do that with lots of ribbon. Okay, I did 2 rows of the smaller orange, and now I'm going back with that same D. Stevens ribbon, which, by the way, I went back to the store today, and it was not only 20% off, it was actually 40% off today. So, yay. So now I'm just kind of going back and forth, one side to the next, and just securing it in place using the ties. So that's the next thing I need to finish, is this pretty green background ribbon. Okay, now basically all I did was weave different colors of ribbon kind of at different areas along the garland, sometimes at the top, sometimes in the middle, sometimes at the bottom. Just kind of alternating it, giving it interest. I'm using the same ribbons I used on the bows for the witch's tree, which you'll see shortly. So now it's just kind of deciding how I want to embellish it and then hanging it up. It's really easy, and it gives just a little fun effect for your side door, or just a door that you can't put a full garland all the way around. This is a good alternative for you if you have a door that's really narrow, has brick really close on both sides, or you just honestly don't want to do a whole garland. I get that. So let's go to the next step. Okay, now I have added these little sprigs, these little, I guess I just call them little sprigs. Let me show you how I did that. You take another piece of floral wire, have it on hand, and have 3 pieces of your ribbon, the green, the chevron, and the orange, and stack it up on each other. These are 20 inches. And then you fold it in half to get the center point. Put your wire through, if I can get it through. Okay, really? There. And wire it in tight, wire it tight. So then you're gonna have a little decorative sprig thing. I don't know what you call these. Ribbon accent. And then you just wire that in like so. Just wrap it all the way around your work garland and wire it in the back. And it just adds a little something. You don't have to do that. I just thought it was kind of interesting. These are whimsical fabrics anyway, and I wanted to do something a little interesting. So now I think I'm going to take this, well, I may do one more thing, and then I'm going to, sometimes I have to embellish it when it's hanging. All of my garlands I do when it's hanging on the side of the house. This is just a little bit different because it's more manageable down here. But the finishing touches I may do while it's hanging. So, okay, here is the finished little swag. I added the Decoflex tubing, which I haven't used in a while. Just kind of weave it in and out however you like it. And then I hung it on the ceiling hooks. Now, something I wasn't anticipating that you should is that the door barely clears the swag. So what I would do if I did it over again was I would make my swag and then position it where I wanted it, and then I would put the screws, the ceiling hooks in. It needs to be really about a couple of inches higher, but that's okay. I mean, it still works. And I think it's fun. It adds a pop of color, a little bit of, you know, festivity on the side door. I have finished it off with I think it's a Burton & Burton witch hat. It's the kind of the screen door mesh material painted. I got that at Hallmark. I just love it. I hope they have some Christmas things, because it's just the perfect size for my door, and it just makes me happy. And I have a little bench I put outside that just kind of takes up some space. I had this way empty wall and I wanted to fill it with something, so I brought the bench out. I added a couple of pumpkins with my bows that I put on my blog. Oh look, here's my kitty. I still have yet to be able to pose her with a pumpkin. I want to get that classic black cat Halloween shot, but she's a quick cat. And so I put another pumpkin up here on the bench with a bow. And I have this sign that I got quite a while ago on eBay. And this is my newest purchase. Found this at a local store. And it was 40% off. Score! You gotta love those sales. Anyway. Yeah, I staged this. In a perfect world, I would be able to leave it, but for a couple reasons I cannot. I mean, I'm going to leave the Halloween and the bench and the witch hat and the swag, but I can't leave the pumpkins and the sign down. Number one, the bows could get messed up in the rain, as well as the sign. And I have a little boy puglet that pees on everything if it's down on the ground, or he's just a marker, so that just would not work. So anyway, what I like about this swag is this is a very easy project that people can use if they have a narrow door or like a side door like this is, or for people who live in apartments. This is not a heavy swag. If you do just ribbon and deco mesh, you could use those 3M hooks. Make sure you put the hooks on and let them sit there for a while, curing to the wall, and then put your swag on there. I think that would hold no problem. So this is a really good, quick, easy, yet fun craft for those that live in apartments or condos, side doors, or doors that you don't use much, or just if you just want to do something very simple and quick. So, thanks for watching.
Bow.